Hey everyone, this isn't an online store, but it's what would you call these guys? Well, they're a reseller. They basically, if you want to sell phone cases online, you can buy from these guys. I suppose you'd call them a middleman, but so they're not quite an online store, but I like the way they've done their FAQ. I think it's really interesting. So often we see FAQs where it's just, you know, question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, question, answer, just slabs of text. Whereas with this one here, I think it's kind of cool that they've added a podcast at the top to give you inside tricks to how to access their service. So, you know, you wouldn't necessarily, just trying to think, like as a fountain pen store, you know, you might have a founder's story up there or how we got started, because it just creates rapport with the person who's visiting the page. Let's say you did sell iPhone cases directly. You might have common, like the most popular question video where you answer 10 questions in a single video about how to put the case on the phone, how to clean it, how to, I don't know, put the mount on it, whatever it might be. You could do like, you could put a video up there with like 10 of the most common questions answered. That could be a great thing to do because it really increases the dwell time on these pages, which means that those kinds of positive metrics Google loves, and people like that kind of content. People consume video content a lot these days. But down to here, I would probably have made this text a little bit larger and more visible. When you have light grey on a white background, it's quite hard to read, and not everyone has 20/20 perfect vision. So I have to wear my glasses to read that. Where if the contrast was more, it would be easier for me to read. And people with other sort of vision, you know, I don't think you call it disabilities anymore, other vision differences. And so anyway, so that's what I would change there, is just to make this a little bit more readable. And I don't think he's got any links in here out to areas for more information. So, you know, he could put a little bit more variety in that kind of content. But I do love this. This is a great graphic here. So imagine if I'm just thinking about buying a fountain pen, it might be, you know, start with a sample, start with a gift pack, which is the fountain pen plus the inks. Or let's say I'm going to buy iPhone cases. It could be start with the sample pack, or start with our most popular and get the little, you know, strap as well, and get the case, the cleaner, you know, the little, and then the protective cover or whatever it might be. It's an opportunity to direct someone who hasn't bought yet visually over to something quite interesting. So I thought that was a really cool idea. And then I don't see this often enough on FAQs where, well, maybe the question hasn't been answered. So if you've got questions for us, we'll get back to you within 24 hours. So I love that inclusion also of a form in there, because you're creating engagement. But again, you could just simply have, you know, links with access to a form or live chat or your Twitter channel or wherever your support might be. It can be that, but I do really like this. Not that people love filling out forms. Excuse me. So, sorry, just had to have a cough. So yeah, so I really loved that idea in here, and I think that there's a lot of ways you could use this as well. So I know that on the copysmiths.com website, our FAQ page is very popular with our clients because it's so comprehensive. But I'm definitely getting a few learnings from these investigations into other people's stores and what they do. So we'll hopefully implement some of these for ourselves as well. And again, with all of this kind of stuff, don't sort of think, oh gosh, I've got to spend days designing my FAQ page. You just make little iterative changes all the time. You just tweak and tweak and tweak and just sort of get things done slowly with your team, get little changes done. And then before you know it, you've ended up with a world-class FAQ page that is an amalgamation of all the best ideas that we share here in the showcase. So if you want more ideas like this, sign up to CopyZine, our newsletter. Every so often we send out a whole bunch of information like this, so you can just sort of go through and grab all the best ideas. Okay, thank you.